Hey people, it's good to be with you today. I'm coming to you now from Lambert's Bay. I'm on my way back to Port Shepstone, and I've just popped in to see our gym here and catch up with what's going on. But I'm standing in the harbour at Lambert's Bay right now, and it's getting chilly. The wind is coming off the sea, but this is a great place to be. I'm really privileged to be allowed to be here. But we're talking about living the abundant life. We're talking about I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. That being our primary verse of focus. I, me, you can. There's an ability that is supernatural that God has given us to be able to do that which He has called us to do. We're talking about doing stuff right now. There's a mandate in the Bible for us to be doing these things. And the question that we have to ask ourselves is, do what? What do we have to do? Now, there's a whole bunch of things, and I want to share a few of them, and I hope they'll be helpful for you the rest of this week. I want to take you back to Micah chapter 6, verse 8. This was a prophet of the Old Testament, and the Israelites were asking Micah, what is it? You tell us God is not happy with us. You tell us we're not pleasing Him right now. Micah, what do we need to do? And it's the same question that many people are asking today. What do I do? The prophet Micah gives us the foundation of everything that we have to do. He says this to them. He says, "You have shown me, O man, what is good, and what the Lord requires of me is simply this, to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God." Those are the things that are foundational to everything that we are called upon to do. Do justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with the Lord. Now, let's talk about these a little bit individually, because first of all, He tells us to do justly. Remember, He doesn't tell us here to do justice, because we live in a world that wants justice, eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, and I want justice over the injustices that have taken place against me. Well, if that's what you want, then all I can say to you is you're in for a life of misery and bitterness and unforgiveness, and that's not a cool place for any believer to be. The key to understanding this is understanding that justice will one day be done, but you don't need to do it. God says He will deliver justice. Leave justice to Him, and in the meanwhile, you just live justly. And to live justly goes on to say, love mercy. Give mercy. Let God do justice and walk humbly with Him. That's your role to be doing. So when we look at what it means to do justly, I just love the thought of what I see in Scripture. I look at the life of Joseph, that amazing man. Boy, if anybody needed justice, it was him. He'd been served so many injustices from his brothers, from his boss, from his boss's wife, from the prison officials. He'd live a life suffering injustice. But he made a choice, and it was a good choice, to leave justice to God and to get on with living mercy. He showed mercy to his brothers who had sold him into slavery. What a miserable thing for them to do. But he did justice. He did mercy for them. He didn't cry out for justice against them. He just gave mercy. I'm talking to myself right now, because there's some people that I would like to see do justice, that I would like to do justice to. There's some people that in my own life, some people that in the context of our country and our community, I would like to do justice to these people. But the cry of the prophet is, don't fall into that temptation. Don't fall into temptation of doing justice to that boss who didn't give you the promotion that you felt that you deserved. Don't do justice to that spouse who served badly your cause and who left you disappointed and disillusioned. Don't do justice. Do justly by doing mercy. Isn't that what Jesus did? When Jesus came and He hung upon a cross, He could have cried for justice. He could have called 10,000 angels and said, come down and wipe these people out. There will be justice. He didn't do that. He gave mercy. And that is the foundation for everything, for a happy life, for an abundant life, if you want to call it that. Happy is a nebulous word. Abundant is far better. And allow God to do the rest. So I'm not minimizing today the pain that maybe you've suffered at the hands of people, but I do know that the quest for justice is a wasted cause. Rather, do mercy and allow justice to be done by God, who does justice totally fairly. I can't understand how I should take justice, because I know I'm not going to do a good job with it, because I'm a human being. I have prejudices. Let's leave justice to God. Do justly by doing mercy. Tough one. Go and have a good day. Bye-bye.